Hello and welcome everyone. I am Nachiket Wadekar and we are going to start with the revision of solid states. In that first we'll focus on states and how many types of states and why do these states exist. So in all which we generally know there are 5 states, but generally we are using only 3 states like solids, liquids and gases. The remaining 2 states are plasma state and the next one is Bose-Einstein condensate. In Bose-Einstein condensate, the entropy of the system is approximately equal to 0, but that those are different parts. We will be focusing only on solid states. The first thing is, why does these 3 states actually exist? The first state, that is solid state, that exists because of strong intermolecular interactions, and that stronger intermolecular interactions result into their specific states. If the interactive forces are less, then the state will get converted to liquid, and if there are no interactive forces, then it will be a existing in gaseous state. Similarly, if we focus on solid states, solids are divided into 2 parts: crystalline solids and amorphous solids. I have written down some points for crystalline solids. In crystalline solids, they have orderly long range arrangement of atoms. In our board examination, the most important question which is asked large number of times is differentiate between crystalline solids and amorphous solids. So the main differentiation part of crystalline solids is that they are orderly long range arrangement of atoms. Second, they have sharp melting point. Third, they have specific heat of fusion. And fourth, they may be isotropic or may not be isotropic in nature. So first thing, in orderly long range arrangement of atoms, how are we able to identify physically whether it is in crystalline state or amorphous state? For physical identification, if we touch crystalline solids, they are rough and we feel the roughness of those powder. For example, in 11th we have done practicals of identification of elements. In that identification of elements, the first test is of nature, where we have 3 options: crystalline, amorphous or hygroscopic. So in first nature we write crystalline if we feel roughness. Amorphous is like soft, which when we apply talcum powder, the talcum powder is a best example of amorphous solids, which are also known as pseudosolids. So in crystalline solids, we will be further getting divided into subtopics also. So crystalline solids are divided into ionic, metallic, covalent and molecular solids. In ionic solids, there are examples like NaCl. Whichever ionic compounds existing in solid state will come under ionic crystalline solids. Second, there are metals. All metallic compounds, all metals, pure metals like iron, copper, nickel, gold, they will exist in crystalline state only. Second, covalent solids. In covalent solids, I have written C. That means what? Allotropes of carbon exist in crystalline state, except for charcoal. For further, diamond, graphite and Buckminster fullerene balls, these are the allotropes of carbon which exist in crystalline state. Okay. Next are molecular solids. In molecular solids, we are having further 3 parts, which are polar, non-polar and hydrogen bonded. Now, polar means what? They are having, for example, if we take hydrogen chloride, in hydrogen chloride, one molecule or one atom is highly electronegative and other atom is less electronegative or electropositive. In this case, hydrogen is electropositive and chlorine is electronegative. So chlorine will pull the electron towards itself and the density of electrons will be more towards chlorine. I am saying is the density of electrons will be more towards chlorine. That's why chlorine will have partial negative charge. Partial means not completely negative, means this pair of electrons is not completely gone to chlorine, but the density is partially shared with chlorine. That's why this chlorine will be having partial charge, which is represented as like this, which is partial negative charge, and partial positive charge will be written as plus delta. As we focus over here, we will understand that there are 2 poles, that's why it is known as dipole, which is also known as plus and minus, which is represented by this representation, which is known as dipole moment. This sign gives us the dipole moment. which represents the direction of the flow of electrons. So these permanent polar molecules, when they get converted into solid state, then those solids are said to be as polar molecular crystalline solids. Means what? From this also we can say that if I'm giving you solid SO2 and ask you to identify its nature, like crystalline, amorphous, or whichever kind of state it is existing in. So SO2 will exist in crystalline state, right? Is this clear? Next, if we will go for methane molecule, we are knowing that methane at room temperature exists in gaseous state. But if we try to liquefy it and solidify it, then that CH4 molecule will be in the crystalline state at lower than its boiling point. Means it will be in liquid state below boiling point and it will be solidified below its melting point. Okay, this CH4 will exist in solid state at very low temperature. And next is what? Hydrogen bonded, where there is possibility of forming of hydrogen bond. Means, for example, again we will go for HCl. This hydrogen is positively charged, chlorine is negatively charged. It is polar in nature, which is also known as permanent dipole. This one HCl molecule will interact with other HCl molecule, where this molecule is also having partial charges. These partial charges, we can say that these partial charges act as bar magnets. So when we bring bar magnets with opposite poles, they get attracted to each other. Similarly, these dipolar molecules get attracted to each other and they form a temporary bond. That type of bond is known as hydrogen bond, and this hydrogen bond is possible only and only if there is presence of hydrogen. Here SO2 is polar in nature. SO2 is polar in nature. We are not seeing hydrogen over here. That's why this is known as only polar crystalline solid. Where here it is dipolar, yet it is having hydrogen in it. That's why this is known as hydrogen bonded crystalline molecular solid. Is this clear? So these are the parts where we have covered for the crystalline solids. Next is amorphous solid. Amorphous solids we are knowing, except from these, all will be known as amorphous solids. And the glass is a separate part where glass exists as solid at room temperature, but that glass is also known as to be existing in super cooled liquid state. Means that glass is at room temperature. At room temperature it is in liquid state, but when we see it, it is said to be as in, it is felt that it is in solid state. Why it is existing in solid state is that the viscosity of glass is so high that at room temperature it is feeling us to be as in solid state. Is this clear? So glass is known as what? Super cooled liquid state. I'll give you one more example for that. If I'm having a glass and keeping it for 12 to 13 years, and afterwards when I'm checking it out, I will understand that when I was holding it upright down, the bottom of that glass is increased in size and the center of the glass has reduced. Why? Because with time gravity is doing its work and the molecules of that glass are settling down due to gravity. If it was to be exist in solid state, then this phenomena, the center of the glass and the bottom, would have remained in the same width as we have left for starting at the starting. Is this clear? So glass is known as what? To be existing in supercooled liquid. This is the introduction of the solids, amorphous solids. Again I am saying amorphous solids are known as pseudosolids. Next, moving towards the crystalline units, we are having 7 types of crystalline units, and I have wrote down over here how to remember them. Cubic, C means cubic, T means tetragonal, O means orthorhombic, M means monoclinic, T means triclinic, H means hexagonal, and R means rhombohedral. Now, cubic crystal will have 3 types. That's why I have written 3 over here. 3 types like simple, body centered, and face centered. Tetragonal will have only 2